I'm just trying to say, Tommy Sotomayor needs to stop blaming all black women for the actions of a few.
It's a young samurai, I smoke a spliff in the cut, then I pass a line to my bro. No fuck with my flow. Couple bad bitches and a cup of that tro. So it's just THC.
BBN, Jack Frost, what's up party people? Hey, before the video even start, hit that like button, subscribe, and join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. Alright, so recently I heard about this young lady. Her name is India Kirksey. I believe she's from Cincinnati. And she periscoped herself performing a sex act on her 4-year-old son. Okay, now I'm not here to bash this young lady for multiple different reasons. I'm here because Tommy Sotomayor used this as an opportunity to attack all black women. Like, I don't understand this dude. Like, I'm not here to throw shade at him. All right. I don't know him personally. I don't know what trials and tribulations he went through in his life to make him think that absolutely every black woman that walks on this planet is a terrible, or even think that 95% of the black women that walk on this planet is terrible, because that's kind of how he comes off. But I'm here to say, dude, I could tell from the way that you speak, you're way too intelligent for this BS. I hate saying that, because when we say that, that's kind of like it's cold. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? But I hate saying that, but it's kind of facts. Look, there's a lot of people out here with undiagnosed mental disorders. Now, as y'all just saw from the clip that I just showed, obviously there's a chance that this lady has a diagnosed mental disorder. And the real question should be, why are people leaving her with this child unattended? I mean, okay, there's more to it, obviously, because first, she has a mental problem. It kind of just looks obvious to me. You know, one of the most prevalent mental disorders that run wild, undiagnosed mental disorders that run wild in our community is bipolar disorder. It used to be called manic depressive disorder. Bipolar. I'm going to explain what this is for a second for people that just don't really know what it is, because we have a lot of ignorant people out there that think that bipolar disorder is whenever somebody doesn't agree with you. Like, seriously, there's just a lot of people that they just put bipolar disorder in anything that they just don't got a problem with you. They just say that. They're retarded. They don't know what they're talking about. I'm going to explain to you what bipolar disorder is. Bipolar disorder is when you can go from one extreme to the other. You know, you go through moods of mania is what they call it. That's why it used to be called manic depressive. You go through moods of mania where you can't sleep because you got so much energy, where, you know, you're always hungry, let's say. You're just really up. It's like everything is like you just go. There's no slow down, there's no stop. You're probably sleeping 2, 3, 4 hours a night, and that's too much sleep already. You're just always at a go. And it could last like that for, you know, normally we'll be like that for, you know, a couple of hours in the day, and then we'll come back down and we're at whatever our baseline is. For a person who suffers from bipolar disorder, they can go through this at weeks at a time. That's why a lot of our best artists actually suffer from bipolar disorder. Whether people know that or not, some of the smartest people on the planet suffer from bipolar disorder, whether you know this or not. So whenever people think somebody is crazy, so they must have bipolar disorder, no, you're an idiot. There's other disorders out there. Most people that are noticeably crazy actually do not have bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder has absolutely nothing to do with insanity, people doing crazy things, people acting crazy, or anything. It has something to do with people either being all the way at one end of the spectrum, they're just way too happy, or being depressed and not being able to get out of it. You can have an individual who is so depressed that they'll sleep 10 hours a day. They're just always tired. They're lethargic. They can't do anything. They don't care about anything. And this type of depression, it's past sadness, and it could last for weeks to months at a time. Somebody can be depressed, literally depressed, 9, 10, 12, 15 months, 2, 3 years straight. Somebody like that has a bipolar disorder. It has nothing to do with wanting to attack people. It has nothing to do with wanting to hurt people. It has nothing to do with because for some strange reason in our community, we don't really, the black community, we don't know enough about mental disorders. So the first thing that everybody wants to encapsulate any type of mental disorder in is bipolar disorder. This young lady, from what I seen, just by we witnessing her little walk in and out of the courtroom, I can say that whatever is her problem, it might also have bipolar disorder. But whatever this lady's problem is, it's not just bipolar disorder. She probably has, it looks like she has some kind of learning disability. Now, for Mr. Sotomayor to somehow decide that this young lady, who obviously needs attention and care, who obviously has, it looks pretty obvious to me, has some type of learning disability, is somehow the paradigm for all black women is insanity. It doesn't make sense. He is being, look, he makes his money off of bashing black women, loving white women, bashing black women, trying to create an atmosphere that dilutes our gene pool. Me saying that, I'm not against people, having relations outside of their race. Do whatever you're gonna do. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, and meaning there's something wrong with that. I don't want to address it. What I'm saying is, literally, there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is when you take the black man, it makes it seem like no one should ever reproduce with the black man. You're trying to destroy. You're trying to make it so there's no more black men. When you take the black women and you try to convince people that no one should ever reproduce with black women, you're basically doing the same thing. And this is what he's doing. He's trying to destroy his own people. He's absolutely a coon. Now, if you take the actions of an individual and you attribute to them and into whatever type of people, not type of race of people, but type of, okay, that person obviously has this type of problem going on in their life, and we need to address this issue so we can help this person and any people like them. That's one thing. But to say, oh man, you know what? Instead of trying to help this individual, let's just say all people that share even a microcosm of similarities with this individual are all the same, and therefore all of them are terrible. This is what Tommy Sotomayor does. He needs to, I can't tell nobody what they need to do. Do whatever you're doing, homeboy. Whatever. But we can't hate all of our black women. We can't pretend like all of our black women are something, has some kind of demon in them because of 1, 2, 20, 30, 5,000, 30,000, 100,000 misguided individuals. That's not how this life thing works. Now that young lady, she needs help. She obviously got issues. She need help. Her family, they need help taking care of her. Obviously, they can't take care of her. She needs help. This young lady needs to, one, not be sent to prison. She needs to be sent somewhere where she can have, she needs some kind of inpatient place and probably be there for a couple of years. Absolutely. She needs to go inpatient somewhere for a couple of years. Not be sent to prison where she's going to be further abused, because let's keep it a buck. Obviously, this young lady has went through whatever she went through that makes her believe that it's okay for adults to have sex with children. So we have to also take into consideration that she's either seen or experienced that somewhere due to the fact that she might have a learning disorder that might not allow for her to understand the wrong in her actions. She put it on Periscope. And whoever saw this Periscope video saw it about a month after it actually was first posted. So, one, shame on all the individuals that saw it before this person and didn't report it to the law. And two, this individual thought it was okay. Miss India Kursky thought it was okay to have on Periscope in the first place. So, obviously there's something wrong with her. Like, obviously there's something wrong with all of these people that go on the internet and post their crimes. There's just, we live in a society where everybody wants attention. Nobody's ready to not have attention. We live in a society that if you're a person that really don't want attention, people assume that there's something wrong with you before they assume that you just want to mind your damn business. This is the culture we live in. If you live in a neighborhood and you mind your business and you don't make your business other people's business and you don't mind other people's business, the first thing people are going to say is that there's something wrong with you. They're not going to think, oh man, this guy just minds his business. They're going to think, oh man, there must be something wrong with that guy. He got to be crazy because he doesn't want everybody to know our business, the guy or girl, because he doesn't want everybody to know our business and he doesn't want to know our business and he's not trying to tell everybody his business. Like, this is the type of world we live in. There's so many undiagnosed mental disorders out there that it is just perplexing that somebody would see what this girl did and blame it on all black women instead of place the blame where it belongs to be, on that individual, on that individual's upbringing, on that individual's family. Look, one of the reasons why we have so many disorders, mental disorders in our community is because of the forced, I'm not even going to say forced, that's not fair. Because of the lifestyles that many people were forced to grow up inside of, whether it be alcoholism, family-related alcoholism, whether it be parents or older siblings or uncles or aunts or whoever, drug abuse, the same criteria, whether it be growing up in a household where funds are short because you can't find work. There just isn't work to be found. You live in a very densely populated area, and the only work that you can get is if you underbidding or underpriced, or you just can't make enough money to raise your family. So therefore, you're just under all types of undue stress. We live in societies where there's so many single parents. We live in a society where the one of the most important thing for adults to do is to go party on the weekend rather than take care of their kids. Now look, if you're not taking care of your kids because of the other parent, if you're not taking care of your kids because you can't find work, if you're not taking care of your kids because you don't know where your kids are, that's one thing. But if you're not taking, and those things are things that you can fight and go against and correct. But if you're not taking care of your kids appropriately because, your kid needs stuff, but I got to go to the club this weekend, I gotta go get that get high. Or, I need to hang out on the block with my friends and have a couple of brews and stand outside or sit outside or whatever the hell you do that has absolutely nothing at all to do with you being held down, suppressed, or just went through a period of your life where there was just a regression to the point where you have to try to build yourself back up. If you're just not taking care of your responsibilities because you just choose not to take care of your responsibilities because there's other things more important like hanging out with your friends, then yeah, that's on you. But this is what's going on that's creating all of these children that's growing up with mental disorders. I remember when I was growing up, latchkey kids was a thing. They had latchkey kids, right? Yeah, latchkey kids, this and this and that. You know what a latchkey kid actually was? A latchkey kid was a kid, and if you really want to break it down, you notice they don't call kids latchkey kids no more. A latchkey kid was basically an unsupervised kid. A kid that did not have anybody around for them. Whether it be because their parents was working, whether it be that, their parents just didn't want to be around, whether it be that they didn't have any siblings, whether it be that they were the oldest sibling and they had to be the patriarch or the matriarch of their family because of drug abuse in other parts of their family. This is why we're having people grow up with mental disorders. This is why we have people grow up thinking that all black women are evil. Literally, Tommy Sotomayor thinks all black women are evil. Every once in a while, he's going to say, well, that's an exception. That's like when you go for a job interview and you get the job and you're the only black guy working there and everybody looks at you like, you made it. What the hell you mean I made it? I worked hard to get this position. I didn't make it. I worked hard to get this position. I wasn't given anything. Are you trying to say that I made it because you hired me because you kind of had no choice? And I was the best qualified? Are you saying that there's 30 or 40 other people that work for this company that are less qualified than the other black applicants? But they just got the job, not even based on their criteria or their work or their ability to do the job? Is that what you're saying? You made it. You got to understand. Anyway, this is about Tommy Sotomayor. Look, homeboy, I'm not knocking you. You probably never hear this video. I don't really care if you do or you don't. But all I'm saying is we got to have somebody start talking better about our black women. He ain't going to do it because he got something going on. I'm thinking that he has some kind of mental disorder. Because if you're going to equate all black women to some of the freaking instances that he create, that you could have a freaking 14-year-old black girl out there fighting, and somehow because that 14-year-old black girl was out there fighting, that means that all black women will be doing it's retarded and it don't make sense. Anyway, I want to hear y'all comments down below. I went on for so long, I might not have not near person still listening to this video. But if you at this point of the video, hashtag Bronx Bombers for me. I want to know who made it this far. Hashtag Bronx Bombers if you made it this far in the video. Anyway, comment, like, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. I love y'all. That's all I got on this one. I might have more later. But for now, I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.